Cool. Right.
Actually, I have two questions.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if you remember, but I think like 3 years ago, I saw an incident in, I think, Berkeley. You guys were playing, and some guy got on stage, and he broke the guitarist's guitar.
Oh, you were at that show?
No, I actually saw it, though. And, like, I saw some video.
Oh, you saw footage of it?
Yeah, and some guy broke it, and it's, like, the show's...
Years ago,
yeah.
at Berkeley Square.
Yeah, what happened there?
Ouch.
Well, it turned out that kid was high on some sort of drugs.
Okay.
He was out of his mind.
Right.
And the story was that he thought we were the Groovy Ghoulies and had something against the Groovy Ghoulies because one of his friends made a flyer for one of their shows and wanted money for it, and they wouldn't pay him. Some bizarre thing. But the kid was so fucked up that he thought we were the Groovy Ghoulies, and anyone who has seen the Groovy Ghoulies knows that we look nothing like the Groovy Ghoulies for one reason being that our guitarist is a guy and their guitarist is a girl.
And the singer has all this black thing, this I make mask
thing. You can
thing.
see where they made the mistake.
So he was out of his head, and he attacked Mark, and then proceeded to he was attacked then.
Right.
By everyone else. Security got him out of there, okay?
Right.
And afterward, he paid for the guitar that he broke. Paid for part of it. It was like some minor damage.
Okay.
But that was, that I forgot about.
And also, being from a place like so many like good bands coming out, like California or East Bay, is like you find it's like so like saturated with all these bands coming out. It's hard to like, sort of differentiate which is good, which is bad, or they all sound the same.
It's not hard to differentiate at all. I mean, you can tell what's good and what's bad.
Right.
As far as the scene being oversaturated, with that creates a problem for touring bands. If you're not from there, and if no one's heard of you, and you don't get on a bill with a band that people have heard of, people won't go.
Okay.
It's really tough for touring bands to break through in the San Francisco or East Bay area to get any sort of following, because it's so saturated that everyone, I mean, you could go see a show every night and definitely every weekend, some sort of show if you're interested. So it's very hard for touring bands. It makes me feel really bad because you can have great shows. I mean, we have our best shows in San Francisco and Berkeley. But it's really tough at first to get the kids to come out. Like, it took us a long time for kids to pay attention to us, in San Francisco especially, because San Francisco generally is an older scene, and it's tougher to get the all ages kids to come out. But
so,
yeah, there's a lot of good bands.
So do you have like bands, like friends who are in bands who like aren't doing that well, so you try to like, promote them at all or anything, or? Most
of our friends who are in the bands from the Bay are doing fine.
Okay.
are doing a lot of them far better than say ourselves. But in that respect, the bands who we're friends with, who are a lot bigger than us, have always looked out for us.
Okay.
For instance, Rancid.
Right.
The first time we came here was with Rancid, and they've done so much for us, and to this day still look out for us. We just got a phone call from them the other day, and they asked us to play. We're playing with them in September in Berkeley at a place called the Greek Theater. So, I mean, everyone does kind of look out for each other in the scene. You know, friends look out for each other, and that's what you got to do. Whether it's just you and your friends, or if your friends happen to be bands, you got to look out for your friends, because they're all you got when it all comes down to it.
Cool. And honest to goodness, my last fucking question.
No problem.
A new bass player. What happened?
Hunter's been in the band for, I think, over a year now.
Really?
And he's awesome.
Okay.
And we love him. And what else do you want to know?
What happened to...
He quit.
He did? That's it?
He quit.
Okay.
He quit and moved to Canada, actually.
Really? Where?
Calgary.
Shit. Oh, man, poor guy. Oh, shit. Cool. And I guess lastly, so your other bassist isn't in the force anymore?
Yes, he's in both.
They don't get pissed off? No. It's with you guys all the time?
Well, I can't really comment on whether or not they get pissed off. I'm sure you can ask them about that.
Cool. Finally.
But, I love those guys in the force.
Can you give an ID? Like, say you're Davey from AFI, you're watching Punk Empire?
You're watching Punk Empire?
Yeah.
You're Davey from AFI?
You're Davey. You're Davey. I can be Davey.
Hi. I'm Dave from AFI, and you're watching Punk Empire. Enjoy.
Cool. Thanks a lot, dude.
Thanks a lot, man.